gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this?
I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, John Enzo.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood the time I motivate. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever ban no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shot it, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's so. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it them believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation, all this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Pick a side, will you live, will you die, will you quit, will you try, sweating eyes, who am I, champion till I die, every morning, every night, boy, I gotta look alive, now you can hear the crowd going, wow, yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town, feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down, you know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down. Pick a side, only two options, be with the winners or the other guys, yeah. Ain't no time, we already on the way, better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up, now all the kids got a new hero, they ain't never seen so many zeros, and that's when the crowd starts to shout, yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight, the champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight, the champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house
spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you bout to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom! Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom! Cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
Nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said, I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. They can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on without me pushing through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. Yeah.
Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome, Alexander Muhammad Ali.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
The fans are ready, and it looks... The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Threw the uppercut but did not score. Those counter punches have to hurt. That uppercut doesn't land. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. There's the bell for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. Can't land the jab there. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Their jab just got blocked. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Usyk! Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last. And there's the bell for round three. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. One punch could change everything in this battle. Left uppercut doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. This is a high-octane battle. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That counter punch caught him clean. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Only catching air with that hook. That punch landed. A perfect counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter shot lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Throws the jab but does not score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Has to be careful for that. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we continue?
Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. There's the bell for round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs just feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
When you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That left uppercut doesn't score. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Now we've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
How about that time counter shot? They both want the knockout. Caught him. These men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Round 7, here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Well done with that counter shot. The perfect counter lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nope, that hook won't score. That uppercut just missed. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
We've never seen Alexander Usyk hurt like this before. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Just misses with that uppercut. The Ukrainian has been rattled. The unified heavyweight champion is down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So it was certainly close. A big Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, Mike.
It's the Mexican Roy Jones Jr.
This bout is skipped.
Expectations are... And that's the opening bell, round one. These punches coming from every angle. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
So hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every switch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Benavidez that last round. And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with a jab. Got him with a left jab. This counter counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Here's counter punches. The Mexican Monster's in trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
These two were made for each other. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that lap. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. You'd like to see more jabs. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So close with that uppercut. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think of, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
They exchanged punches. He got out of the way of that right hook. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Good counter punching. That jab doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them skimmers. Go for speed.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Fantastic punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that. There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They better start respecting each other's punching power. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Right back into the fray.
What recovery skill.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That jab misses. Well done with that counter shot. David Benavidez might be ready to go. It's somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work your defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Swing and a miss with that hook. The perfect counter lands. Solid punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Do you believe this? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just misses with that uppercut. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. A pretty lopsided decision there.